The Originator Connect Network, the nation's largest producer of mortgage events, is about fostering a community founded on professionalism, collaboration, and personal and professional growth, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Mike Savino. Today is, of course, Veterans Day, and it's a day to thank all of those who've served our country. And one way that we in the mortgage industry can do this is by helping veterans get the best mortgage for their homes. That includes working with them to make sure that they're aware of the VA loan and how it works. In the November issue of NMP Magazine, we recognize the top military lenders and originators, and our own Sarah Woollett caught up with a couple of them for tips on working with veterans.
Veterans have this incredible benefit that they've earned by serving our country, and most don't know about it.
Do you know how the VA loan works? If you don't, that's okay. Even a lot of veterans have misconceptions.
Oftentimes, I have to explain to them, why the VA loan is going to be the best way to go.
But the VA loan is an important program, helping those who've served the country achieve the American dream. That's why we're celebrating the top military lenders and top originators.
There's a lot of lists that you can be on as a mortgage originator, and I think this is one that I'm probably the most proud of.
Larry Gonzalez served in the Navy for 24 years before entering the mortgage business. He didn't know he could use the VA loan for years. Now he works to help others avoid the same mistake.
I lost out on the ability to really change my future and my family's future.
Like veterans, originators have misconceptions. Jackie Farrell of Planet Home Lending says the Department of Veterans Affairs has done a lot of work to improve the process over the years.
Sometimes it would take 45 days just to get the certificate of eligibility from the VA. Guess how long it takes now?
How long?
About 15 minutes.
Common misconceptions include believing veterans can only use the VA loan once. On top of being a teacher, you'll also have to be a mentor. For example, buying a home is risky if you can be moved to another base.
We're not about selling homes to veterans. We're about protecting them and helping them to make the right decision.
But working with veterans can be rewarding.
You kind of say, hey, do you know what you just did? You know the life you changed is yours. It's your family's.
To hear more about working with veterans, listen to The Principal, the Mortgage News Network's daily podcast. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Sarah Woollett.
Thanks, Sarah. In other news, Angel Oak Home Loans is selling its retail business to Cross Country. The company is keeping the name Angel Oak Home Loans, but it's getting rid of its brick and mortar locations and its employees. The Atlanta-based lender declined to say the terms of the deal or how many employees it had at the time of the sale. Now, Angel Oak Home Loans did lay off 57 employees back in October, which means that the company had somewhere around 380 employees, including 200 originators, at the time of the sale. Angel Oak Home Loans says it can now focus on the non-qualified mortgages it offers in the wholesale and correspondent channels. Coming up after the break, home affordability hits another low.
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.nemortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.nemortgageexpo.com.
Welcome back. With rates above 7% and home prices sticking, home buying continues to become less and less affordable. In fact, the home affordability is at its lowest point since the NAHB began tracking the data back in 2012. And not surprisingly, buyers are feeling worse about the housing market because of it. The NAHB's Affordability Index, done in partnership with Wells Fargo, found that families earning the median household income of $90,000 can afford only 42% of the new and existing homes that were sold over the summer. This continues a 10-month drop in affordability, and that's feeding consumer pessimism. Only a little more than a third of buyers feel hopeful about the market right now, according to a survey from OfferPad. Meanwhile, 28% are down about the market, and 15% are confused by the recent trends. And finally, if you want to grow your company in the new year, then you need to be talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI. The marketplace is changing, and customers are looking to do business with companies that reflect the communities that they serve. We're looking to recognize companies and leaders who are paving the way to make the mortgage industry more inclusive with our Diversity Leader Awards. Companies are eligible if they operate within any part of the mortgage industry and demonstrate a strong initiative for inclusion and equality throughout their business. Honorees will be showcased in the February 2023 issue of NMP Magazine and here on this show. The deadline is November 18th. Just go to nmplink.com/diversity. We'll be right back with what else is interesting today.
The Originator Connect Network, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today, and it helps to round out our theme of working with veterans. A new study by Freddie Mac found that 64% of active duty service members who are transitioning to civilian life think it will be extremely or somewhat challenging to find affordable housing. Now, on a positive note, the majority think that the VA loan will help them, and in fact, 80% of active duty service members who are currently renting plan to use the VA loan when they are ready to buy. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.